Hello everyone. In this session we will see an application of runtime polymorphism. We have a class shape where there can be different types of shapes like square, rectangle, circle. We want to find area of all such shapes. So inside the shape we have a data member area which is made protected so that area will be private to the class shape and it will be inherited by just the immediate derived classes. In public we have a constructor shape which initializes area to 0 and there is a compute function which computes area. As this is a base class shape, area will be 0 and we are making this function as virtual. So particular shape inheriting this base class will be calculating area. Then display is a function which displays area. Now this display function displays area as 0 as this is a general shape class. These two functions are made virtual. So classes derived from this as a base class can override compute and display function. Shape is a constructor function of this class. Shape will not be inherited by derived class. Derived class must have its own constructor functions. Now square is one of the shape. So square inherits properties from the base class shape. Area is a protected member which is inherited into the square class. Shape, compute, display are public functions which are also inherited into the square class. We can access the compute and display in the square class. Now square has its own members as well. Square will have a side. This class has a constructor function which reads side from the user. Compute function is overridden from the base class. It calculates area of a square. Display function displays area of a square. Rectangle is another shape which is inherited from the base class shape. Along with the inherited members, this class will have its own members like length and breadth. There is a constructor function which reads length and breadth. Compute function is overridden which calculates area of rectangle. Display function is overridden which displays area of rectangle. Now we can create object of shape, object of square, object of rectangle. When we create object of shape, area will be initialized to 0. When we create an object of square, before calling the derived class constructor, compiler calls constructor from base class. So area for this square will be initialized to 0 first by this constructor in the base class. Then constructor in the derived class will be called which will read this side. When we create an object of rectangle, constructor from the base class will be called which initializes area to 0 for rectangle. And then constructor of the derived class will be called which reads length and breadth. Then we have a pointer of the base class type. Now first we store the address of the object of shape into PTR. Now if we call compute and display, these are the functions called from the class shape. So compute will have area 0, so area will be displayed as 0. When we store address of square object into ptr and we call compute and display, these are the functions called from square class. In this function, area of square will be calculated. Here area of square will be displayed. If we store address of the rectangle object into ptr, compute will calculate area of rectangle, display will display area of rectangle. Now, there are rules for virtual functions. The virtual function must be a member of some class. They are accessed by using object pointers of the base class. A virtual function can be friend of another class. A virtual function in the base class must be defined even though it may not be used, because virtual functions defined in the base class will be overridden by derived classes, so it must have a definition. Prototypes of base class version of a virtual function and all derived version must be identical. So function header of the virtual function in the base class. The function header must be same in the base class as well as derived classes. The function in the base class must be overridden by the derived classes. Then prototypes of function in base class and derived class will be same. A base class pointer can point to any type of derived class objects, but reverse is not the same. Pure virtual functions can be defined like this. Display is a virtual function. It does not have any definition, it is just declared. It can be done by assigning 0 here. This is called as a pure virtual function. A pure virtual function is defined as a function declared in, it's a function declared in base class that has no definition relative to the base class. So a class deriving the base class must define the virtual function. We'll see its example. A class containing pure virtual function cannot be used to declare any object of its own. Such classes are called as abstract base classes, as there is no definition to this function. Class containing this pure virtual function, its objects cannot be defined. Such classes are called as abstract base classes.